This is the COMA Girl Daily Podcast, written by Stephanie Bond. August 29th, Monday. "You're still running a temperature," Gina said to me. "But Dr. Jarvis assures me that's okay." She sighed. "I hope he's as good a doctor as I think he is." That makes two of us. A knock on the door sounded, then it opened. "May I help you?" Gina asked. "I'm here to visit Marigold Kemp," the woman said. "I'm an old friend of hers." The voice tickled a memory chord. "Did you leave your name at the desk?" "Yes, I'm Joanna Fitz." Joanna, my college friend who now lives in Pennsylvania. After receiving a card from her, I never dreamed she'd visit in person. "Visiting hours are over, but you can have 15 minutes. "Thank you. Can she hear me?" "We don't know for sure," Gina said, "but assume she can." When Gina left, Joanna was silent. I knew she was studying me. "Oh, Marigold," she said on a sob. She'd last seen me the summer I'd met Duncan. I'd been happy and bouncy and flush with possibilities. I'm sure my slack, scarred appearance is a shock to her. She, on the other hand, is probably still beautiful, slim and tanned from all that tennis. Joanna dropped into the chair next to my bed, sniffling. "I decided on an impromptu visit to Atlanta to see my folks," she said, "and thought I'd drop by. Brian and the twins are good. His practice is good. Everything is good." She broke off on a sob, and I wanted to reach out to her. Compared to her life, I probably seemed, how had the ADA described me? Oh yeah, tragic. Joanna cried for a little while, then sniffed. "Marigold, I lied. My life isn't good. It's awful. I came home to stay with my parents because Brian is having an affair and the twins have behavior problems. And I'm drinking too much." "Whoa! Whatever happened to breaking bad news gently?" She blew her nose noisily. "Nothing has turned out the way I thought it would." A bed in the vegetable patch wasn't on my list either. The door opened. "I'm sorry," Gina said, "but it's time to say goodnight." "I'll be right out," Joanna said. She took a few deep breaths to compose herself, then pushed up out of the chair. "Why can't we hit the rewind button and go back to the last time we saw each other? We were both so happy. Now look at us. You're in this bed, and I'm just going through the motions." Both comatose. "When did life get so hard?" she whispered. As she walked to the door, I noticed her steps were wobbly. The sound of the door closing behind her seemed like a gong heralding the end of our youth. And while I'd always been envious of Joanna's life, now I wouldn't trade places with her for a king's ransom, because my chances of waking up from my stupor are probably better than hers.
Hi, this is Stephanie Bond, author of the COMA Girl Daily Podcast. Do you have a favorite character in the COMA Girl story? Share your opinion with other COMA Girl fans in the Facebook group. The link is in the show notes. Thanks for listening.